we are going to keep on that same path of writing. Are you on Facebook at all, Nanjara Kinunsit?
A little bit here and there.
Okay. So on Facebook, I have this Haida page, Xaad Kil Skatang. I am learning Haida. And it's there's a ton of resources on here. And there's a search bar. For instance, I typed in coffee to see what would come up. And a lot of these are short stories themselves, such as this little short story here. And of course, the Dictionary of Alaskan Haida is really helpful. But the Alaskan Haida phrase book is even more resourceful. Um, but um, so a lot of this came from, I'm sure it came from AHP, Alaskan Haida phrase book. Um, yeah, a majority of it, like 90% of it, um, came from Alaskan Haida phrase book. Um, and so what I like to do is I like to look for phrases that I could change either the pronoun or the tense, um, or change out the subject, um, and um, and phrases that work together. Um, so that's how I did this one. This morning, I hold on. I had to let my cat out of my room. This morning, I don't have the Alaskan Haida phrase book because it's at work, and I am at home. No work today because the town is without water. So I completely had to rely on my brain and Dictionary of Alaskan Haida. So I wrote a little I wrote a little story about a black bear cub, and the one thing I love about researching is you find out other things that you weren't looking for. So, for instance, I found this word here, um, kiosk, meaning every time. But in every phrase that I found, wa comes before it. Wa, kiosk. Um, so I just put them together since they use them in every sentence. Wa, kiosk is every time. But technically, kiosk by itself means every time. But it looks like when we go to put it into a phrase or sentence, we have to put wa before it. Wa, kiosk, every time. So a lot of our traditional stories about Raven's usually hungry and he's going to bump for food or get really mischievous and trick people into giving him food. So I wanted to use this word in a sentence. And so here we have wa, kask, taug, yash, kutangum. Every time Raven is bumming for food. So you could see that this would easily fit into a story or a traditional story. Okay, it's 12:12. So past time to start class. So we are going to go to the Haida Nation anthem. Slaju Gia Usla. All rise for the Haida Nation anthem. Yo ho wee, yo ho wee, yo wee, ya. Hey hi yo, ho wee, ya wee, ya. Hey hi yo, ho wee, ah, wee, ya. Yo ho wee. Yo, ya. Hey, hi, yo, ya. Hey, hi, yo, ah, ya. Yo, ya. Hey, hi, yo, Awi, ya. Hey, hi, yo, aha, ya. How ooh. Let's go to the meeting prayer. Right here. O sing Shanawai, O sanang itlakdas, O salana, Hugin sudas kasanch itlanga gudang, Haji singayan talang kilagang, Ayat atlan itku kajket sangdalang atalang kilagang, Hugin talang estas itkaklaid, Damantlan istiye ana, how a sing sanawai. How a sanang itlakdas, how a salana, akun ant hita. Class greeting, Atidasa, Adala isis, Ditolan, Atlan anas, Digurinai lagan, Dalang itsas es, Digurinai lagan, Dalang es andi hangilgan, Ayat kilang dalang skatang, dalang Xaad Kil Class. Greetings, good people, my friends. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy that you guys have come. I am honored with your presence. Today we are learning our language. I thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Let's learn Haida. Okay, so going back to the short story. And as you know, we've been putting the new curriculum here because it's also labeled writing curriculum. So we have been busy working on writing curriculum. Okay, so this is the new short story. Tangiti Kangam, I saw a black bear cub. Tangitis, Hanai Togan, the black bear cub ate the berries. Asgeist, Anhal Sanjutkin. Afterwards, he took a rest. Tangitis Juyai Ka Iskiden. The sun shone on the black bear cub. In other words, while he was taking a nap, the sun was shining down upon him. All Skangen flew Hunk all Nilgen. When he awoke, he drank some water. Wadlu Esal Tolang Ho Nongen. And then he played with his friends. Ho Gugagen. He had fun. Awan Hedendan Anak Hal Ejin. After a while, he went home. Al Klan Gatlingai Heden. This is the end of the story. This is how we traditionally end our stories, even nowadays in a non-traditional story. Um, but I also learned this one. I wasn't aware. I'm not sure if it's in time expressions. Welcome, Skull. Awan Hedendan, after a while. In the Alaskan Haida phrase book, in the time section, which is, I mean, that's my go-to section because it's loaded with so much useful information. And in the time section, there is a section within itself, and I think it's called time expressions. And I don't recall Awan Edendan being in the time expressions. Nanjada Gin Unsit, do you have your Alaskan Haida phrase book handy?
Ong.
Can you do me a favor and go to the time section towards the back? And then at the back of towards the end of the time section, there's going to be a mini section on time expressions.
Ong. It says as time went by or over time is what they say for Awan Hirangdang.
Oh, okay. No wonder. Um, um, there's just not enough cross-referencing going on. So I have to write myself a note that when I have the Alaskan Native Phrase book in my hot little hands again, I have to go to the time section and
Guggen 198. I cannot do 100 yet. I'm not there yet.
oh, okay. Uh, Lagwa Tlalai, yeah, is 100. Hulagan, how, let me see if I could do it off the top of my head. Kugin, Lagwa Tlalai, um, Tla Swanson Gu, Tlalai Wak, Stansanga. I think I I think I did it. I had to do Lagwa Tlalai for 100. That's the real Haida way of saying 100. If you look in the dictionary, it just says 100, which is not Haida. That's Haida jargon. They took an English word and then pronounced it the way they would pronounce it. Um, so yeah, Lagwa Tlalai is 100. And then I tried to do 98. Oh, I should have did Lagwa Tlalai Walk and because that and connects the numbers. So we have 100 and um, Swanson Gu Tlalai 90 walk and Stansanga 8. So the way we would do it would be 190 and 8. Because
The dictionary has 100, but it also has Klalai cloth.
oh yeah, Tlalai Class. Oh, my bad. I was doing 1,000.
Oh, okay. I was like, should I write that in there? Is there another way to do it? But that makes sense.
How nandiyan unsit hastigunaistigang my bad. I got confused. Lagwa Tlalai is 1,000. It's a it's 1,000 that's not in the dictionary with real Haida words. They have 1,000, which is Haida jargon for 1,000. Um, so I should have
Would you mind typing that out really fast so I can add it in here?
sure. As a matter of fact, we will just go to the document. Um, I believe it's called um, age and birthdays. Seemed like we did it not that long ago. Here it is, age, birthdays, and dates. Okay, so when we do today's date, that format is in here. Okay, this is from last year, but the format is the same. Um, so um, let's change it. Aya Singai Lunas Hitkas Kungai Lagwat Tlalai Dangwat Tlalai Dangwak, which now it's a different year. So we need Schlunas. And now we've changed it to today's date is March 6th, 2023. So here's the lagwa, tlalai. Those two words together mean 1,000.
How
In ang hawa ng jara ginunsit. So we have today's date um, using the Haida calendar, and it's all in Haida without having to resort to Haida jargon. Um, do. Okay. So when I was trying to say page 198, let me type this out now. Kugin, um, Clawly, oh, this shouldn't be capitalized. So Kugin, Clawly, Rock, Clawly, I have to. Okay, yeah. Clawlight, Claw, uh, Swanson, uh, Swanson, who, um, walk, stun, sung, equal page 198. So that's a mouthful. Cooking, Clawlight Cloth, Walk, Clawlight Cloth, Swanson, Goo, Walk, Stansanga. Okay, back to trying to find where we left off. Husky Goody Nice the Gun. My bad. Oh yeah, it was we were going over this phrase here. Awan Id Awan Hayden Don after a while. Now and Nangjaragan Unset looked it up, and in the time expressions, it had other expressions, but did not include after a while. So I'm writing myself a note to add after a while to the list of definitions and the time expressions. Because this is important. When you're writing stories, you have to have connectors. You have to have connectors. Awan, Hedan, Dan, after a while. That's a great connector. Wadlu, then, or wadu so, wadu, and then. Asgeist afterwards, that's another one. So okay, so even glue is a connector when. So I'm looking at the connectors. Asgeist afterwards, glue is when. Wadlu, meaning and then. Awan Hidendan, after a while. So the connectors really help tie and hold the story together. Let's go around the room so we could practice pronunciation. The first phrase, tan, kitish, hengen. So notice there's a S down here, and that this S in this situation, because there is not a definitive for tan kiti, but we could add an S, and that changes it to the black bear cub instead of just black bear cub or a black bear cub. But because tan giti is followed by, we have to actually pronounce all three of these in one go and then say the verb kangen. Tan giti kangen. Tan giti kangen. Tan giti kangen. Nanjaragen unset das wait nang.
Tan Git Ish Kengan.
Ang hulagen. How scowl das wait nang.
Tan Ish Kengan.
Ang hulagen. How okay, now we're saying the black bear cub, the berries, because I'm using berries definitive. Han is berries. Hanai is the berries are specific berries. Tagen ate. So it really does mean the black bear cub ate the berries. Tan gitis hanai tagen. The underlined G comes from back here. Hanai, hanai, hanai. Tangitis hanai tagen. Tan gitis hanai tagen. The black bear cub ate the berries. Nanjaragen unset das wait nang.
Tan Git Ish Hanai Tagen.
Ang hulagen how scowl das wait nang.
Is what was the third word? Hanai.
Hanai.
Hanai Tagen.
Ang hulagen how okay, the next one starts with a connector, a skies meaning afterwards. Un is oneself. All, in this case, it's he. Sanjutkin took a rest. Past tense. So with this verb, Sanjuda, when you say I took a rest, or he and she took a rest, you have to use this un, or, yeah, it's usually un. There is a variation of un, which is a gun. You could maybe use that. Normally un and a gun are interchangeable since they mean the same thing, but I never seen a gun with this verb. But you have to use oneself, and then the pronoun, and then the verb. Okay, the verb is sanjuda with a short a, and this is the past tense. So a skies un ul sanjutkin. Afterwards, he took a rest. A skies un ul sanjutkin. A skies un ul sanjutkin. Nang jadakin unset das wait now.
As Geist an Hall Sanjudgen.
Hulagan how skal das wait now.
The size and call son Jugan.
How okay, so we have in this phrase we have tangitis again because we're saying the black bear cub. Means a lot of things, and not all of them are in the definition in the dictionary. But in this case, it most definitely means on. And they're using because the sun wasn't literally sitting on its back. We would use a different word. We use a lot for to and at are the most common, but in this case, it definitely means on. Juyai, the sun, and ka iskiden, shone. It's the verb to shine, and this is past tense, so it's shown. The sun shone on the black bear cub. So in other words, while he was taking a rest, the sun was shining down upon him. Tangitis, it's followed by an ah. So we have to say these three in one go. Tangitis ah, Juyai ka iskiden. Tan gitis ah, Juyai ka iskiden. Tan gitis ah, Juyai ka iskiden. The sun shone on the black bear cub. Nung jada gen unsit. Dat wait on.
Han Geet Isa, Juliai Kakiskiden.
Hulagan how scowl dat wait on.
Can you say it one more time?
Tan gitis Juyai ka iskiden.
Kiski, Julia, Kiski,
Hulagan how I'm gonna scroll down a little bit. Okay, Hall Scangan glue. So glue is when, like we discussed earlier. Hall is he, and Scangan awoke. It's past tense. And then we have hunt, Hall Nilgan. So we exaggerate a little bit right here to get that I tone mark in. Hunt, Hall Nilgan. Hunt, Hall Nilgan. Nilgan. When he awoke, he drank some water. Hall Scangan glue. Yeah, all these three would be said together. Hall Scangan glue. Then we could pause. Hunt Hall Nilgan. Hunt Hall Nilgan. When he awoke, he drank some water. Now, by exaggerating this part here, or dragging it out a little bit further, it's pouring our spirit into the language. It's hitting that tone mark, but it also sounds more Haida. It sounds more authentic, and it sounds like the elders, which is what we want. Hunt Hall Nilgan. Hunt Hall Nilgan. So from the top, Hall Scangan glue. Hunt Hall Nilgan. When he awoke, he drank some water. Nangjada gin unset dat wait nong.
Hal Skingen Glue, Hunt Hal Nilgen.
Hulagan how scowl dat wait nong.
Can you say it one more time?
Hall Scangan glue. Hunt Hall Nilgan.
Oh, Skangan, Punch, Hall, Nilgan.
Hulagan how okay, and after that phrase, we need a connector. What did Tangiti do next? Well, it doesn't have to be a connector, but since we want to say that the next thing he did was that he played with his friends, yes, we need a connector. So in this case, it's going to be Wadlu, meaning and then. Wadlu es hal tolan, hal nongen. And then he played with his friends. So we're going to do the same thing here. Nongen, or our spirit into the verb. So we have wadlu, es, al, tolang. We could pause there. Hal, nongen. And then he played with his friends. So wadlu, and then es with hal tolang, his friends. Hal, he, nongen, played. So wadlu es hal tolang, hal nongen, nanjada gen unse.
Wadlu ish hal tolang hal nongen.
Hulagen,
Nongen, sorry.
hulagen. Skal das wait on.
Wadlu a call, how long, call, nungan.
Hulagen. Our next phrase doesn't need a connector because we're making a very simple statement. Hal kulgagen. Not every sentence has to be long. This is a short one. Hal kulgagen. Hal kulgagen. Hal kulgagen. He had fun. Nanjaragen unse.
Hal gulgagen.
Hulagen. How skal dat wait non.
All good doggen.
Hulagen. How and then we have awan hidendan. And then we pause. And then we have anak ho egen. Oh, undo. I was trying to do this. Anak ho egen. Now this K here, it's all one word in this case, but it still means to home. And in the dictionary, they use a G. But just letting you know what's going on there. And Egen has 3 different meanings. The most common one is it comes, well, all of these come from the verb is, which means, well, the prominent one means to be. The second one has to do with to go. And the third one, I think it has to do with being apart. Yeah. And by apart, I meant a relationship that's grown apart. To separate from, end a relationship with, or break up with. So in this case, we're using the second definition. Anak hal egen, he went home. But it really helped to have this connector. Awan hidendan, pause, and then we go into anak al ejin. It's important that we let the listener know that we are using the past tense. Anak al ejin. After a while, he went home. Nangjara genunsit.
Alan Hedendan, Anak Hal Egen.
Ang hulagan how skal das wait nang.
Can you say it one more time?
Ang awan hidendan anak hal egen.
From one Hedon, and not Paul Egan.
Ang hulagan how and then we have our traditional ending, which we use with contemporary stories as well. And whenever we have ah and oo next to each other, it changes the pronunciation. Instead of saying ah and oo, in spelling, we keep them separate, but in pronunciation, we blend them together and the pronunciation changes to ow. Ow, clan, gatling eye, heathen. This is the end of the story. Ow, clan, gatling eye, heathen. So clan is the end, or means to stop. Gatling eye, the story, and heathen means to be thus. So the translation is, this is the end of the story. And like I say, it's traditional. So it comes from the elders. How, Klan, Gatling Eye, Hedon. How, Klan, Gatling Eye, Hedon. So we're going to pour our tone right here. He, 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 Hedon. How, Klan, Gatling Eye, Hedon. How, Klan, Gatling Eye, Hedon. How, Klan, Gatling Eye, Hedon. Nang Jaragan Unsit.
Ao Chun Yashlangai Hedon.
Ang Hulagan how Scowl dot wait nang.
How song Gatling Nigh Hedon.
Ang. Let's go to back to Xaad Kil Skatan. We're talking about story writing. This is a little short story right here. Hogwa di Kangagan. I was sleepy last night. Wadlu Hogwa Adigan. So last night I went to sleep. Singayan Skingen. Early in the morning I woke up. Why Hunkin Nilgun. Right now I'm drinking coffee. Hunkin. Oh, there's a typo there. I bet it won't let me edit it. Nope. When the post has been there too long, it won't let me edit. But this is an underlined G, or should be an underlined G. Hunkin digulagan. I like coffee. Hunt sunt nilgun. I am drinking water too. Singai la, good morning, good day. Singai la, oh, that's another error. It should be da'u. Have a good day, you guys. Our verb da'a, D-A, glottal stop, A with a tone mark A, that is our verb to have. And then the u makes it plural. So singai la da'u is a command to have a good day, you guys. What other examples do we have? Oh, this, I used a funny caption on this one. I didn't sleep well last night, so I made my coffee this morning with Red Bull instead of water. I got halfway to work before I realized I forgot my car. um, so this is a short version of this one. Let's see what else we have. Some of these aren't stories. This one would work. Except for it's too long for me to read. We're running out of time. I like this quote here. Don't wake up with the regret of what you couldn't accomplish yesterday. Wake up thinking about what you'll be able to achieve today. Let me see if I can find another quick story. I was hoping, I know I have some poetry that has to do with coffee.
I forgot that what you're scrolling through is a search, and I just was like, wow, you write about coffee a lot. Do you write about anything else? And then I remembered that this is filtered for that. I was really sitting here like, is it all just coffee?
Oh, funny. um, there is, this one is really long as well, but this is part of my documents in Google Docs. This was after the new year, I could tell, because I say things like it's a new year, it's a new day. Holy criminy, that's a lot. Okay, we're out of time, but I'll just do these two. Singayan Sandlanai Glu Andi Galadan. Early in the morning when the dawn breaks, I am at peace. Singayan Sandlanai Glu Kin Hadu Di Gutgungang. Kin Haganan U Kilgungang. Early in the morning when the dawn breaks, I think about things because it's important. I feel like I should end with a song. How about Dianu Hayagan? You Are My Sunshine. I know we're out of time, but it'll only take 30 seconds. Where are you, Dianu Hayagan? I must have went too far. No, I didn't.
No, it's right there. It was
Yeah.
right there. with the
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
I should have put it in capital letters so I could see it better. Okay, here we go. Dia nu hayagen, dian soon hayagen, die guten Danken lagen, ja skin koas flu, klist flu dang die criadas, gamandang unset angang, gam hayas, dis da is done. How thank you guys.
Holla.